Uh, we have discussed like why do we learn automation testing course after completion of manual testing. Okay, so we have two factors with respect to project wise supervision, with respect to project wise and also with respect to career. Without having automation testing knowledge for freshers, automation testing experience for experienced guys. Okay, your CVs are not shortlisting. So to get an interview call, first of all, definitely we have to learn automation testing. Okay, and career wise, so sorry, project wise, right? We go for automation testing majorly to reduce regression execution time and regression execution cost. That we explained with the some concept. Okay, some real time process. Okay, and then just explain the automation tester responsibilities. So as a automation tester, what are my responsibilities with respect to project? Okay, like understanding application business and requirements, and understanding the test cases, and involving in automation feasibility, understanding the automation test plan document, and then you are writing a test designs, I mean test script designs. As a manual tester, you are writing test cases, and automation tester, you are writing programs. So how to test those test cases into programs? You're converting into automation programs, okay? And then debugging of test scripts, whether those are working properly or not. And whenever any releases happen, I mean execution testing is happened, you are involving in execution of test scripts. And during that, if you are finding any defects, defect reporting and tracking, and then result analysis, okay? And then once the automation testing process is completed, you have to close the testing process, automation test closure. So we are involving in the UAT process, okay? Those are your responsibilities, okay? And continuation, I started in chapter 1, that is introduction of automation testing, okay? So here explain what is software testing and how many ways we can do software testing. We have two ways are there, manual testing and then automation testing. And manual testing, like manual testing is a process of testing the software by humans by performing the operations and application physically. So in front of computer, I sit and then I perform the operations on the application, manual testing. Okay. And what is automation testing? My presence should not be there. Okay. With the help of any automation tool, I am going to test the software. So that we are calling as automation testing. You know, so whenever we are testing the software with the help of any automation tool, you have to write some programs for that. So based on your written programs, your tool will perform the operations on application and it validates and it gives the results. Okay. That process we are calling as automation testing. Okay. And why do we go for automation? We did with the manual testing, and then why do we go for automation? Because we have some drawbacks of manual testing, right? Yesterday we discussed. It takes more regression execution time. I have given with practical example also, right? First day. And it requires more regression execution cost also. I have proved already. So we have already proved if we go with the manual testing, it takes more regression execution time and it requires more regression execution cost also. What is the meaning of cost? Resource dollars. So the cost resources are working, right? So client has to pay the money in terms of dollars per hour like that. Okay. And also it requires more human resource to perform more tasks in less time. Yesterday we have example, right? Suppose I have a finite scripts are there and each one script is taking a 2 minutes of time. So total 1,000 minutes it is taking, but your client is asking to complete in 100 minutes only. So whenever you want to perform more task in less time, instead of completing 1,000 minutes, I want to complete in 100 minutes only. So more work in less time, then I need to increase the manpower. I mean, I have to increase the manual testers. Again, it comes under cost only. You know, and also I want to complete less time. Manual testing is not possible. Okay, repeating same task again and again. Okay, and tiredness of the tester. If you are working continuously, okay, now more number of hours you're working, sir. Definitely, we as human beings will get some tiredness. And whenever you're getting a tiredness and still you're working as human beings, we may do some mistakes. So your software testing is not properly tested. You know, to overcome all those things, we go for what's automation testing. And what are the advantages of automation testing, sir? All these drawbacks we can overcome to the automation testing advantages. Okay. Of course, we have some disadvantages also there, right? Disadvantages. So testing all functionality is not possible. You know, manual testing, we can test all the requirement, but with automation, we cannot test all the requirements. I will show you. So we have a process calling as a automation feasibility process that we'll discuss here, okay? And it requires a programming knowledge. It requires programming knowledge, right? Why we need programming language? I want to test a login functionality with the Selenium. Whenever I'm using Selenium, I have to write some program in core Java. So whenever I want to write some program in core Java, I should require some programming knowledge. Adi. Sir, I am from non-IT background, sir. Then how can I learn programming concepts, sir? No, don't worry. I will take care. So core Java, 70 to 80% we will cover. And we will start with the scratch only. Okay. Now, and some of the tools are not freeware, sir. So we have to buy some of the automation tools. So Selenium is a freeware, of course, but Tosca, EFT, those are not freeware. We have to purchase a license. Tosca costing around 5 to 6 lakhs per one resource per 1 year, and Tosca costing nearly 10 lakhs. So again, client has to spend some dollars on the tool side, right? So some drawbacks are there, okay? But we have some more advantages are there with respect to the manual testing to automation testing, okay? And when do we start automation testing, sir? After completion of functional testing. So we start automation only for the regression testing. So first compulsory function testing should be completed, and then only we go for automation testing. So it is not suggestible to start with automation testing for your project because application may not work properly. And so that your test script execution also won't happen properly. So that's the reason once one time of testing is completed, function testing, and then we go for an automation testing. Okay. Now, difference between manual testing and automation testing, right? Yesterday we discussed this, right? Manual testing and automation testing differences. Okay. So here, testing is implemented by manual process, manual testing, but this is with the help of any automation tool, automation process. Okay. It is the best suit for the application which the number of test requirements are less. Then I can go for manual testing, but I have a more number of cycles are there, more number of releases are there, more number of regression scope is there. And then I'll go for what's automation testing. And the test development time is less here because yesterday we have seen, right? For a day, we have written, we will write 15 to 20 test cases. But per 1 day, one resource can write only 1.5 to 2 test scripts. Okay, so that's the reason here development time is lesser and automation development time is more. But development is only one-time activity. Okay, so writing test case only one time, writing test scripts also only one time. But we are executing those multiple times. So for a year, I have 4 releases are there. So 3 months, 1 release. So 4 releases. So 4 times I want to execute. But development only one time. Okay. So this is important. That test case execution time is more here, but the test case execution time is very, very less here. Okay. And the data needs to be provided by manually, but the data can be generated by tool itself. Suppose my test data, what is test data actually? The data which we are providing to the application for testing, those data we are calling as a testing data, test data. Suppose now I have to open one account and I want to verify the balance. So I have 3 types of accounts, MasterCard, Visa card, Amex card, like that, okay? Then where I can find these account numbers? So then we can find the data from database, example. So you're a manual tester, what do you do, sir? I have to open database, SQL server or toad something, and then you have to connect to the database, and then you have to write some query and fetch the data, copy the data and paste into the application and you're testing, right? Manual process. But in automation, sir, I can write a program. Okay, I don't want to contact database manually. I don't want to write the query manually, execute the query, fetch the data. I don't do anything. I simply write a program. I simply write a program in tool so that your program will connect to the database and your program will execute the query which I given. And what is the results it is retrieved, right? Those results it will copy and enter into the application. Your script itself. You're writing a program like that. So so the data can be generated by tool itself. So whenever I want to enter a random string of 10 characters, I can write a program, generate 10 characters of random string. Whenever I want to enter some 10-digit phone number, Okay, instead of writing manually, I can generate the phone number automatically, program. So the data can be generated by manually, but here I can generate by tool itself. So I can write some programs. Okay. And once the execution is completed, I have to analyze, right? How many results, how many test cases are passed, how many failed, how many defects I found, like that, right? So the reports can be generated by manually. But here we can write a program so that the program will give entire results. How many executed, how many passed, how many failed, like that. So we can write the program. This I will show you, sir. If you come to offline classes, see, how do we analyze the results? How many passed, how many failed? So we see in the HTML file actually. So in our framework, we maintain some results functions, and the results functions execute. It will display results when you started the execution and when the execution is completed, and how much time is taken, and how many test scripts you executed, how many passed, how many failed. Enter programming only. I don't want to do anything is a manual. Enter is in automation only. But here, sir, manual you have to perform. Manually, you have to calculate everything. It takes some time, right? But automation, sir, just to execute the program and displaying the results, okay? And during a testing is manually for finding any defects, sir. Again, you have to track the defects manually in Jira tool or ALM, whatever it may be. But here, sir, I can write a program to track the defects also. Entirely removing manual interactions in automation process. So just I click run button, that's it. I open tool and just I click run button, that's it. Everything will taken care by your automation tool or the automation process. Okay. See here. Sometimes I may not require to click run button also. Sometimes I may not require to click start button to execute the programs. We can schedule the scripts. My application is ready at 8 p.m., but I took logout at 6 p.m. only. But I have to execute 8 p.m. You are not there in front of computer. Then we can write a program to run your scripts at 8 o'clock. That also possible in automation. Okay, unattended execution that we are calling as a unattended execution. What's the meaning of unattended execution? So tester person is not interacting with your computer, but the scripts are executing. How? We can write a program in such a way that when the time reaches, okay, in computer time is there, right? In time reaches at 8 p.m., automatically your program will open the application, open the tool, open the scripts, executes, and your program can generate the results, and you can generate the results and analyze the results, and also you can track the results by email. Means what, sir? 8 o'clock execution started, but you're not there in front of your computer. But I want to see the results at 8 p.m. Sorry, 10 p.m. Again, you're going to office? Not required. You can open your emails. If you have access to web mails, right? Open your email and then you can see the status. That is also possible with automation. But if you want to do all these things with manually, person should be there here. Physical person should be there. But I can overcome all with automation testing. Unattended automation means what, sir? Without your presence, with your given time, the scripts will execute. That we'll see in frameworks. That concept we'll see in a frameworks, okay? Now, programming knowledge is not required because in manual testing, we are not writing any program. So programming knowledge is not required. But here, minimum programming is required. Why? Why do we require programming knowledge, sir? Whenever I want to use Selenium, I have to use some programming language. So Selenium supports C Sharp, Core Java, Python, Ruby, Perl, like that. So if you want to work with Selenium with the Core Java, then you have to learn Core Java programming, like that. Some tools. For example, you are working with Tosca. Tosca, no coding. Only we have some methods, predefined methods are there. That methods you are reusing, that's it. In Tosca tool, no coding. But Selenium tool, sir, EFT tool, sir, we require coding. A minimum coding required here. So that's a different way of seen yesterday, right? Continuation.
Then I have a small doubt.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Tell me, sir.
డిఫెక్ట్స్ ఇన్ మాన్యువల్లీ
Karthik.
డిఫెక్ట్స్ మనం ఏవైనా టికెట్స్ డిఫెక్ట్స్ వస్తే మన జిరా త్రూ ద్వారా టికెట్ పిక్ చేసుకొని మనం ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసి మాన్యువల్ గా మనం ఏదైనా కామెంట్ చేస్తాం, రైట్?
Yes.
ఇన్ సెలీనియం హౌ కెన్ వి పిక్ ద టికెట్స్ ఇన్
Yeah. See, sir. For example, UFT, automation tool UFT, we have a ALM tool also there. Okay. So UFT, ALM are from the same vendor. So we can configure UFT, ALM with the programming. So I can write a program in QTP or UFT so that the corresponding defect can be tracked in the ALM. That is with respect to UFT. Okay. Selenium. But Selenium, so no integration, right? Because ALM is different tool and Selenium is different vendor, so you cannot integrate. But I can track a defect. In core Java, I can write some program where we can send the defect information to the developers by automatically with the email configurations. That code we can write in the Java code. Okay, so based on some Java code, we can track that. Clear? Karthik, right? Karthik. Karthik, are you there? Yeah, so we can handle it, sir.
Yeah,
We can
hi,
handle
sir.
it by using some core Java programming. Okay. Yeah. Next.
Hello, may I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir, my name is Rohan, sir.
141823, right?
Yeah, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, in case, for example, in Java code, so automatically execution will be stopped. So that is called bug.
So once again, sir, please go ahead.
Sir. For example, Java code ni keeps run చేస్తాం. So
Yeah, you are running in
automatically
Eclipse, okay?
రన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు అక్కడ బగ్ ఉందంటే ఆటోమేటిక్ గా జావా కోడ్ అనేది ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ స్టాప్ అయిపోతుంది.
Based on this one, sir, because whenever you're doing a bash testing, right? See, I am not executing as one script. If you're executing one by one script, sir, your project should be there. So you open one script and execute it, analyze the results. And again, you are executing second script manually and you are executing. And again, you are executing third script and executing. Okay. So here it requires manual interactions, right? But we are not executing like that. Okay. We are executing in such a way that bash testing process. In bash testing, we are executing multiple test scripts at a single time. Once again, sir. If it is application, I mean, I cannot go for further testing. Yeah, I can stop the execution. So please listen, sir. Okay. If the application issues are there, yes, you can stop the entire execution. But test script 1 is not depending on test script 2 status. I mean, I'm executing 5 test scripts, okay? Test script 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third test script is not depending on test case 2 results. If the test script 2 fails, sir, I can track the defects, I can track the failed information, and also I can continue the execution for test case 3. So this will be there. Clear? So like that, in such a way that you have to write a program like that. So if any application related, suppose application not stable or application getting crashed or application not open, then you can stop the execution, entire execution, batch process execution, you can stop it. Login failed. Okay, login failed. Suppose admin user functionality, I have 5 test scripts. Those 5 test scripts won't work because login failed. At test script 1 itself, we can close the, stop the execution. So like that, we have to develop a test scripts. As you are in the execution process, as a automation resource, I am not working like one by one test script. I open manual and execute. No, again, it comes as a manual interactions only. Okay. So I execute as a batch. In batch, if test script 2 is not depending the results on test script 1, test script 1 fail and display the results, generate the results in HTML or whatever it may be, and it opens the test script 2 and executes continuation. It will happen. Vamshi, am I clear, sir? Vamshi, right? Or 141823, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Is it clear or any confusion?
It's clear, but
చెప్పండి.
I have some
See,
confusion.
sir, 100% clear I need, sir. Yeah, any other questions, please?
For example, login page ఉంది, sir.
Login page ఉంది. Yeah.
Login page లో యూజర్ ఐడి పాస్వర్డ్ సబ్మిట్ బటన్ ఫర్గెట్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఉంది.
Yes.
సో ఈ ఆటోమేషన్ ద్వారా నేను రన్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు లాగిన్ పేజీలో యూజర్ నేమ్ ఓన్లీ స్మాల్ లెటర్స్ మాత్రం యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తుంది. బట్ కోడింగ్ లో నేను క్యాపిటల్ అండ్ స్మాల్ రెండు మిక్స్ చేసి రాశాను. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ యాక్సెప్ట్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ స్మాల్ లెటర్స్. సో అక్కడ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ స్టాప్ అయిపోతే అది అంటే సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ స్టాప్ అయిందంటే అది మనం బగ్ అని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయాలంతేనా సార్?
See sir, in the test script 1 you are writing a code in such a way that you are entering BVECP concepts. So multiple sets of data you are preparing, and then those set of test data you are passing to the test script with respect to test data, how the application behavior, that code you are writing, and then generating a results. Okay. Now the test script 1 is completed. In test script 2, okay, and now again I can start the test script execution from opening the application again. And test script 2 I am passing the valid data to continue after login functionality execution. In test script 1 I am validating only for the login field, username field only. So I am writing a program in test script 1 in such a way that open the application, test the username field, display the results, and close the application. And in test script 2, open the application, enter valid values, and perform the remaining actions, log out. Test script 3, open application, login, perform operations, log out, like that. Okay. I have to verify 5 test script with the same login functionality. Then don't execute for the login multiple times. Login script executed, and then execute remaining 4, and then 5/5 script to log out, close. To save regression execution time again. Clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I'm really thanks, sir. I need questions like this. Okay. This will be interactive session, sir. If you're asking the questions, I'm feeling happy that you're understanding something. Okay. My sessions like this, sir. If you're having any questions, sir, please stop me immediately. Okay, clarify your doubt immediately, because the doubt may be depending on some next topic, right? So entire class won't be understand. So whenever you have any questions, right, please stop me and clarify your doubt. I am almost, I'm very much helpful for that. I'm a user-friendly trainer. You can use me how you want in subject wise, okay? Now, andekani night 2 o'clock Zomato order iskrani atla gaadu. Okay, na? So I'm user-friendly trainer in Selenium subject wise, okay? So
Sir,
at any time you can call me in class, sir. If you are having any questions, stop me. I will clarify doubts. Okay?
నాకు ఈ సార్ నేను బాగున్నాను మాట్లాడుతున్నాను.
Yes, sir.
అదే నాకు ఇది ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ కదా, కొంచెం చాలా కన్ఫ్యూజ్ గా ఉంది. పర్లేదా?
See, sir. Do you have any idea on testing tools, sir?
లేదు అసలు జీరో.
So you have to learn from manual testing, sir.
ఓకే.
So, but first 1-2 classes difficult. Whenever we start the Selenium course, right? Under difficult time ఉండదు.
Okay.
Okay, na? So from tomorrow onwards, you won't face any difficulty, because directly we're starting from the subject wise. Selenium not yet started.
Okay.
Only basics. Before learning Selenium, we have to learn some concepts of automation testing. That we are learning.
Okay.
So you got some terminology, right? Test cases, defects. You may get some confusion on that. Okay? Right, sir. See, sir, ask questions, sir. We may extend our course 2 to 3 days, no problem. But clarification is important. I mean, clarifying is important. Okay? Right, sir. Yeah. So automation testing process. So the question is like this. I explain your automation testing process. You enter in one interview, okay, and having a 2-3 years of experience in automation testing. So your interviewer asking the question like this: what is your automation testing process? Okay. See, sir. Every automation testing process starts with the analyzing the test cases. Okay. First, we analyze the test cases. Automation testing process. Okay. Generally, every automation testing understanding application requirements and test cases. I said right, automation testing takes place after completion of manual testing. So in manual testing, we are writing some test cases. Okay. What is a test case? Test case is a document which explains a complete step-by-step process about how to test a functionality. Okay. So now, first of all, as an automation resource, before starting automation testing, I will understand the business of the application and how many test cases are there. And I will go to analysis, test cases, okay? And then we will involve in automation feasibility. Okay? Now, feasibility of test cases. Automation feasibility of test cases. What's the meaning of it is? In this, we will identify what test cases can be automated and what test cases cannot be automated. Okay. In this, we will analyze automation feasibility. We will involve in what's the automation feasibility of test cases. What is automation feasibility? I have 100 test cases are there from the functional tests are given. Are we automating all 100 test cases? May or may not be. So which one I can go for automation, which I cannot go for automation? I will prepare a feasibility document that we are calling as a automation feasibility document. Okay. Based on this, I will come to know how many test cases I can go for automation. You know? So now prepare automation test plan document. Prepare automation test plan document. So generally, our automation testing process starts with understanding application requirements and test cases. Test case are the major inputs for the automation process. మీరు ఏమి చేయరు automation testing లో ఏం చేస్తారు? What are the functional test cases are there, right? Those test cases you are writing into test scripts. Into program రాస్తారు. అదే automation process. You know? But I have thousands of test cases are there. So which I can go for converting into program. You have to involve what's it? Automation feasibility. What is automation feasibility? It's a process of analyzing test cases to identify what test cases I can automate, what test cases I cannot automate. I will prepare one document. Okay, that we are calling as a feasibility. I will show you. Don't worry. Okay, I will show you how it looks like. Everything I will show you. Okay, and what test case can be automated, what test case cannot be automated. I will show you. Based on that, I have now idea. Out of 1,000 test cases, I can go for automation for 850. Okay. Now to develop 850, now we take the input from customer. So I have 850. How many days you required? For example, like this. Like this, okay? Out of 1,000, consider 800 can be automated. 800, right? 800 can be automated. Now, I'm asking for the targets. Within how many days we need to complete? Customer says within 100 days. Within 100 days, we have to complete. Okay, na? Now tell me, sir, per day, how many test scripts we have to complete? Total 800 are there, right? Total, we have to automate 800. And customer is asking to automate this 800 in 100 days. So total per day, 8 per day, 8. Okay, per day 8, I have to write. To complete 8 script per day, how many automation testers I need? Per day 2 scripts. So by 2 again. So I have to appoint 4 automation resources. That all this kind of analysis will be there in the test plan document. Clear? To develop this, what kind of automation tool I have to use? Analysis. Web application, blindly we go for Selenium because of the cost cutting. Mainframe application, UFTR Tosca, no other options. You know? So now prepare automation test plan document. So automation test plan document is a document which explains a complete automation testing process information. In terms of what test cases to be automated, and what is the tool you have to use it, okay, and what is the programming language you have to use it, what is the framework you have to use it, and what are the schedules are there. Everything information will be there in the automation test plan document. Like we have manual testing plan, right? Same concept, automation testing plan also there. Okay, so first analysis, understanding, next analysis, prepare automation test plan, okay, and then framework selection. Every automation testing process requires a framework. Any automation project, any tool. Framework is a set of guidelines to be followed for automation process. You know, so we have separate section for this. 10 days we are spending on framework. In framework, we are learning Cucumber, TestNG, POM, keyword, data driven. Okay. So in my current company, in my current project, we are using the combination of Cucumber, POM, and then data driven. That also I will explain. Market lo trending on the Motta Cucumber. In market, trending framework is Cucumber only. Because this is the, Cucumber lo, we can write the programs in the plain English language. So that function tester can also understand. Cucumber leading loan. You know, for framework, we are spending 10 days. Including Cucumber, TestNG, data driven, keyword, okay, form with the framework. Explain with the project. That will be last sessions of 10 days. Okay, framework selection. Next, designing automation test scripts for identified manual test cases. So designing automation test scripts, SCRIPTS, for identified manual test cases. Okay, and then involving in next test script reviews. So I have designed some test scripts. My peer will review. My colleague will review. My manager will review. My client will review. Okay. Once the test scripts review is completed and approved, we are involving those into the execution. So test script execution and defect tracking. Okay, defect tracking. So once the test script execution is over and everything is over, sir, I have to deliver that software to the customer. The programs you have to deliver to the customer, right? So user acceptance test of automation scripts. And then closure. Like this. So this is the automation process we follow. So first of all, we have to understand the application requirements and what are the test cases are there. Okay. And we will involve in automation feasibility of test cases and prepare a automation test plan document. Next, framework selection. Okay. And designing automation test script for identified manual test cases. And then you are involving in reviews, execution and defect report tracking, user acceptance testing, and I have to deliver this entire software testing, automation programs to the customer closer. That's it. So these are automation process we follow. But here we have one thing, sir. What test cases can be automated and what test cases cannot be automated. How do we prepare this document? Generally, we prepare an Excel file, okay?
Sir?
Yeah.
The test cases which are not automated will will performed by automation test engineers or manual test engineers, sir?
Sorry, I will explain this one. See, sir. The question is, Madam Saugami, madam question is Malaysia, right? You're from Malaysia, madam, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, see here. So total 100 test cases are there, okay? Now, functionality, create a branch, okay? Here I have total test cases. Total test cases are 12.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Sagar. Yeah, I will clarify first madam doubt and then I will clarify your doubt, okay? So total here 12 test cases are there, okay? Out of 12, automation I can perform 11. Okay, na? Non-auto. 1. Now, it depends on your understanding between you and then functional tester. Whether you are testing these 11 with automation and automation tester can test manually by remaining 1. Or, this can be done by auto or automation engineer, okay, na? Automation tester or functional tester. So in my previous project, same company, previous project, okay? How are we handling is automation candidate and automation scripts are done by automation testers, which are not possible by automation, right? All of them are handling by manual tester. Okay. But in my current project, for only one test script, why should the function tester spend? Because majority of test cases are doing by automation only, right? So only one test script is functional. So automation is responsible for that. Okay, fine. So these 11 scripts we are executing automation and this one script we are executing with the manual. Because we can track, suppose functionality create branch handled by automation tester. In future, if any bug happened, right? Directly they can contact easily to this functional automation testers. Suppose 12, 11 done by automation, 1 done by functional tester and found some defect in the create branch. Then we have to find who did this testing. Again, we have to do RCA, root cause analysis. So this is majorly between understanding between your functional tester and then you. But this is not suggestible. So which are not automated, function tester should execute. But in my current project, for one project, they said to execute by automation team also, because majority of test cases are handling by automation team. So for one functionality, why function tester should involve? Okay, so that is also one point. So majority of, so what we do, for example, out of 12, only 2 I can automate. Remaining 10 I cannot automate. Then I won't consider this automation candidate. Entire 12 test case, I will give it to functional tester. Okay, na? So that also happened. Because out of 12, only I can perform 12 automation and 10 manual. Instead of that, I will handle this entire functionality can be given to the function tester so that they can test the entire functionality by manual. So this should be there. Clear, Sogamya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sagar, yes, please. Sagar, any questions?
No, sir.
Yeah, fine, sir. Right, okay. Now, sample automation feasibility document. See here. Suppose we have a test case like this, okay? Admin. Serial number, test case name, description. Okay. So EC 001 create a new branch. Second, TC002 admin module, update existing branch. Okay. TC003 underscore admin delete existing branch. Okay. So, okay. Create a new profile for user. Okay. TC005 admin payment transaction for Amex card. Okay. User. Okay. 006. Okay. User. Payment registration. Sorry, user registration. Okay. No. So description you have, okay. Next. We write a candidate like is automation candidate. What's the meaning of automation candidate? Whether I can convert this manual test case into automation script or not. Okay. Yes or no. We are writing yes or no. Okay. Complexity. How much functional complexity is there? Okay. No. Comes. See here. Description you are writing, right? Yeah. Then yes. I can create a new branch, right? Okay. I can automate this. Complexity high because first time I'm testing. So 0% reusability is there. Complex high. Update existing branch. I can also automate this. This is also high. This also I can automate. High. Okay. Create a new profile user. Partially. Because as per the functionality, after creating a new profile, okay, for the user, the functionality is like this. I have to verify data. I have to verify the user data in database after job runs. Okay. See the functionality is like this. Create a new profile for user. Functionality is like this. Change the functional like this. Okay. Enter data for a new user in application and click submit button. Okay. And verify whether confirmation message. Next step, verify newly added user details in database. But database data is impacting after 24 hours. And if I create a new user today, the database details updating next day. Then how can I execute the script? Are you waiting a tool to wait 24 hours? No, right? See, here I have two parts. Front-end verification, back-end verification. If I perform any operations in front-end, after 24 hours, back-end is updating. Okay, so now batch process. So because between these two, we have batch process. What's the meaning of batch process? Anybody? Working people? You're working in manual testing, right? Anybody? What is batch process? Job runs. multiple database queries are running to update the front-end details into the database. Batch run. Okay. It takes some time. Suppose whenever you applied a bank account, మీరు HDFC Bank వెళ్ళి you applied a new account. Will it be activate immediately? Come on, sir. No, right? It won't activate immediately, right? They will say like tomorrow it will activate, or 24 hours it will activate, or after 5 hours it will activate, like that, right? Why, sir? Because like you, so many members are opening account. In a particular day, end of the day, how many accounts are opened, right? They will do a batch process. They are updating all the customer details as a batch, so that the details will update in the database. You know? So now I want to execute these two scenarios in one script execution. Possible, not possible? Come on, sir. Not possible. So entering data into the application and I have to wait for 24 hours to verify in database. I cannot keep my tool for 24 hours, right? To verify the second part. So now here we are doing a part 1, part 2, before batch, after batch, pre-batch, post-batch scenarios, like that, partially. Why? Like this, user registration. This is also partially. Okay. Why partially? Because functionality requires batch process. Because functionality requires batch process. Like this. Here also, functionality requires batch process. But I can automate the part 1, part 2, like this. Okay. So like this, you are preparing an automation feasibility doc. For example, payment transaction for MX. No. No. Okay. Because not applicable. Because we are not able to automate. So complexity is not applicable. Why not automatable? Functionality is not ready. So Amex card related payment transaction functionality is not developed by developer. So I cannot automate. అంతే కదా సార్, అప్లికేషన్ ఫంక్షనాలిటీ లేదు, ఎట్లా టెస్ట్ చేస్తాం? నాట్ ఆటోమేటబుల్. ఓకే. ఆర్ దిస్ వన్, నో. No. Example I'm telling, okay? No, not applicable. Why? Functionality is going to be retired. What's the meaning of retired, sir? Functionality is removing. That functionality is removing from the software. Then what is the purpose you are automating? Directly can go for manual, right? Come on, sir. So no need to spend some effort for that.
We can go to manual.
We can go for the manual, because if I automate also, no use, because this release testing, but next release onward, this functionality is going to be retired. Mean that functionality is removing or updating, whatever it may be. So why should I spend automation testing for that? Directly can go with manual. Okay. And so for example, this one, for example, this one, no example. Okay. It requires manual interactions. What's the meaning of manual interactions? During execution, during testing, I have to enter some data into the application. Some random data, manual interactions. Okay. With respect to my project, manual interactions. Yeah, I will find it some scenarios. Okay. Whenever any human interactions are there, that also we are not automating. The functionality requires between execution, I have to interact with the application, that we are calling as a manual interactions. No, not applicable. Okay. And I want to verify some UI. No, UI related. So functionality related to UI. Functionality is related to UI. Font spellings, font size, font background color, field background color. Okay. Avi manam automation cheyam. We are focusing on our WhatsApp functionality only. Okay. logo. Okay, so that we're not automating. So this is the way of automation feasibility document. So now I will come to know how many are there. Only one. Like example I'm telling, okay? So out of 100, I found that 88 I can go for automation. Remaining 12 I cannot go for automation. And why not automation possible? These are the reasons, comments. So now I will come to know some picture, how many test cases I have to automate. Based on that, I will prepare a plan here. Plan like that. So what is automation feasibility? Automation feasibility is a process of identifying what test cases I can go for automation, what test cases I cannot go for automation. For example, print button, print. Okay, I have entered some data and then just a print button. Print. What happens, sir? If I click on print, the the content is printing in printer with a paper, right? Paper is software. Print match kaadu. So we cannot automate those kind of functionalities, printer functionalities. Because printer page is hardware and Selenium is software. That is different device, this is different device. We cannot automate that kind of functionalities also. Okay, those kind of. So you are going through each and every test cases and you are involving in the automation feasibility. So that is the calling as an automation feasibility document. Okay, this is about the automation process. Okay, now types of automation tools. So we have regression automation tools. Okay, these are used to validate front-end application functionalities. Example: Selenium, UFT, Tosca, test complete, like this. Okay, regression automation tool, functional regression automation tools. Functional.
The test complete means what?
I do the automation tools, sir, like UFT, Selenium, Tosca, like this. Test complete with automation tools. చాలా ఉన్నాయి సార్, 100 దాకా ఉన్నాయి. బట్ డిమాండ్ వచ్చేసి స్టార్టింగ్ లో డిమాండ్ UFT ఉండే, తర్వాత సెలీనియం అయింది, ఓకేనా, తర్వాత టోస్కా అయింది. టెస్ట్ కంప్లీట్ ఒక 1 lakh ఉంటుంది సార్ దీనికి లైసెన్స్ కాస్ట్, బట్ తక్కువ ఫీచర్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో నవే డేస్ వెబ్ అప్లికేషన్ కి సెలీనియంకి వెళ్తారు, విండోస్ అప్లికేషన్ కి UFT ఆర్ టోస్కా వెళ్తున్నారు. చాలా ఉన్నాయి, గూగుల్ కొట్టండి. What are the functional automation testing tools in market? See, Selenium, Catalan Studio, Appium, Test Complete, Tosca, Ranorex, Telerix Test Studio, Cucumber. Okay, చాలా ఉన్నాయి. Test Tiger, JUnit, functional test, Microsoft UFT, browser stack, Vatir, Lambda test, robot framework, SOAP UI. So chala unnai iట్లాంటివి. Okay, but I given some sample on it. Sir, do I need to learn all these things, sir? మన జాబ్ మొత్తం ఇక మనం ట్రయల్స్ మొత్తం చదవడం సరిపోతుంది. సార్ మన 6 నెలలు మొత్తం 6 నెలలు సంవత్సరం మొత్తం ఇంకా టూల్స్ నేర్చుకోవడం సరిపోతుంది. Okay, which is demand in the market, only we have to learn those. First priority for Selenium currently. I want to learn one more automation tool, Tosca. Okay, సరిపోతుంది, Selenium సరిపోతుంది, but I want to increase my resume weightage, then learn Tosca also. Okay, next.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have like basic idea regarding Tosca, like creating modules, and according to modules, I have to create test cases. So, like,
Very
is
good.
it sufficient, or is there any specific framework required for that?
For Selenium?
For Tosca.
Tosca, You have what, sir? You have some idea on that one, sir, right?
Yeah, like I can create modules, and according to that, I can create test steps and automate the scenario.
Yeah, so actually Tosca is not a programming coding tool, sir. Having all the, you said, right, some methods you have to call. So you have to learn all the methods. For
Okay.
example, if I want to open on a browser, so how do you open a browser in Tosca? That method is there. Okay, I want to open an exe file. So how to open exe file in Tosca? So like that, you have to learn all the methods.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, right. Next.
Sir, you meant
Performance
to
tools.
say that for Tosca, I need not write the code, but you need a method to understand it.
Yes, exactly. You have to learn the tool.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have to learn all the methods.
Like image method, anchor method, like that.
Yeah. Browser launch something is there, right? Those you have to learn. Okay. Yeah. Performance tools, right? Sir. Is Selenium training, sir. Okay, na? Malli Tosca అనుకునేరు. Sir, this session is for Selenium, okay?
Just simply, sir. Just
Yeah, okay. ఎందుకంటే టోస్కా మీద ఎక్కువ కొడతారంటే మరి టోస్కా అనుకున్నారు అంటున్నాను. Yeah, right, sir.
You understand.
Yeah. So these are used to perform performance testing. So example, load runner, JMeter, like this. Okay. Test management tools. So these are used to manage our testing process. Example, ALM, Jira, and so on. That. Next, web service testing tools. These are used to perform testing on services. Example, Parasoft SOA, SOAP UI, Postman, like this. Do I need to learn all these things, sir? Not required. I haven't experience in performance testing. I haven't experience in web service. Only for 6 months I worked for Parasoft SOA. I have experience in test management tool, ALM, and then currently we are using Jira also. In this, I have experience in Selenium, EFT, Tosca a little bit. Remaining automation tools, I don't have experience in my entire 16 plus years of experience. So, which two learnings are here? So, Selenium is a functional regression automation testing tool. So, these are used to test the front-end application functionalities like this. Okay, so like this, so many tools are available. So, nearly market lo dadapuga 100-200 ఉన్నాయి. చాలా ఉన్నాయి. బట్ దాంట్లో తోపు ఎవరంటే సెలీనియం. ఇంతకుముందు తోపు యూఎఫ్టీ. మీకు యూఎఫ్టీ వస్తే చాలు జాబ్ పక్క.
Sir, I'm unable to understand.
In earlier days, sir, UFT was king, sir. Just UFT, and enough. If you know UFT, enough. Job pakka. But now, Selenium experience mandatory.
Okay.
See, in software fields, right, we had to upgrade our skills with respect to the market. So once upon a time, sir, UFT king, sir. Okay, it is very easy to learn and easy to use also. User-friendly tool it is, UFT. And now leading is market leading is Selenium. Why? Because the freeware, we can save some dollars if I'm using Selenium. I mean, client can save some dollars. So that's the major advantage of Selenium. So that's the reason most of the clients are using a Selenium nowadays. Okay. So I think I covered the first chapter. Okay. So introduction of automation testing. I have covered like what is automation testing, why do we go for automation testing, and what is the automation testing process. Okay. And what are the testing tools are there. Okay, enough. Okay. So tomorrow we'll start the chapter 2, that is introduction of Selenium. So automation basics are covered. actual subject starting from tomorrow. Okay, so to learn automation testing tools, we learn some basics. I have explained your responsibilities. What is your major role in automation tester? Chepan sir, what is your major role in automation testing, sir? What is your major
Analyze
task?
the application.
What is the major task
Analyze
of?
the application. Prepare,
No, that is okay, fine. Next, what is the next level of?
Prepare the test. Prepare, analyzing the test cases.
See,
Test
1
document.
second. Here. This can be done by one person. Okay. Suppose all testers are involving automation feasibility, may or may not. Okay. Before starting the automation project, one person already identified, and then you joined in the project. So now you did not get a chance to analyze. Already it is analyzed. This is mandatory. This is mandatory. This is mandatory. And major is query. This is what. Designing automation test scripts for identified manual test cases. This major activity. You know, what are the function test cases are there? Those you are converting into automation program. This is the major role for an automation tester. Okay. But how are we converting manual test case into automation scripts? Programming. You have to learn some programming. You know, that we are learning from tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll start Selenium. You know, first day Selenium, don't miss a class. Okay. See sir, Selenium is not a freeware tool. Okay. Selenium is not a freeware tool. Selenium, we have to create the tool in your computer. So tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay. Now once again, in any software installation is going on for Selenium classes, right? I am not handling in my laptop, in my computer. Here, right? Online guys, right? Any one of you, you have to share your computer. In that computer only, we do the installations. And remaining folks as following the same process, so that we can complete the installation process in class itself, so that everyone can easily understand. And no need to pending for the homework. Homework is the I don't know. Because without Selenium tool, sir, you cannot write Selenium program. Possibly tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we will install. I mean, we are creating a Selenium tool. For example, Tosca is there, right? Directly download and install, you can use it. EFT, download, install, you can use it. But Selenium is not like that. Selenium software is a combination of multiple softwares. We need Java, we need Eclipse, we need a Selenium driver, we need a browser extensions, all we need. Okay. So from tomorrow onwards, don't miss the classes. Every class is important. And for non-IT guys, right, is more important. You know, because little bit of programming is it. Okay. So any doubts, sir?
Any specifications required for the laptop?
Better go for minimum 8 GB RAM.
Sorry, sir.
8 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM. That's minimum requirement, yeah, compulsory. Eclipse will work more than 8 GB, 8 GB to RAM. That one, okay. Any questions, sir? See, sir,
yes.
my promise, sir, I will give my best subject in Selenium, sir. You can compare core Java. See, Selenium anyone can explain, sir. But the course is Selenium with the core Java, right? I will give my best in core Java. Definitely will satisfy. 100%. That is my commitment, sir. That is my commitment. You know, 100% they will satisfy. Sorry, 99.99%. 100% satisfaction not possible. Have you seen the live by soap ad, sir?
Yes,
sir. In live by soap ad, sir, if you are using other than live by soap, sir, more gems. But live by soap you are using, sir, only 1-2 gems. So why not without any gems, sir? Not possible. Satisfaction is not possible. 100% testing is not possible. 100% satisfaction is also not possible. 99.99%, I will make you to satisfy in this course. That is my promise. I am a real-time person, working nearly 14-15 years in entire automation process. I worked in different tools, sir. And I'm handling interviews in my company, so I know what are the questions you are getting in interview. So same way, I'm providing a FAQs for every chapter, and I'm explaining with the project. While learning the course, sir, I'm taking different examples. Okay, more than 50 programs you're writing, Selenium programs you're writing, Java programs you're writing. Practice these 50 programs, so damn sure that you'll get a interview programs questions from our list only. Same scenarios. I am the responsible if you're not getting the questions which are not covered by me. I'm responsible. Directly you can come to institute and you can ask me. Sir, this question is not you explained. I'm responsible. So that much of confidence I'm giving, sir. Because I know what are the questions you are going to face. Every questions I'm explaining. So you take in the good institute. Okay, and I will satisfy you definitely. Yes, sir.
I have a 4 GB RAM laptop, sir. Will it support it or?
No, it won't support for Eclipse.
Okay.
Yeah, 8 GB RAM mandatory.
Okay.
But try it, sir. Try it installing a Eclipse. Mostly it won't work, sir. 8 GB is mandatory.
Okay.
Shailaja, right?
Sir, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to deal with coding and also programming.
No, not tomorrow. From day after tomorrow, I mean, today is Wednesday, kada? Thursday. Mostly Friday. Mostly by Friday.
Okay.
But every day, every class is important. From tomorrow onwards, every class is important. If you miss that class, sir, at least listen recorded session and come to the class.
Sir,
because
Friday you said it's a holiday.
Friday holiday, why?
You said Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No. Next Friday, sir. Here. Not this, sir. Classes are Monday to Friday. Sorry. Monday to Saturday. Our sessions are Monday to Saturday. But in morning batch, I given a pre-intimate that 7th, 8th, I will be out of station. You can plan accordingly because you may have some non-IT, different places, right? Different places. You can have a plan like that. So next Saturday, sir. Next Friday, not this Friday. This Friday, up to Saturday, we have classes, sir. Okay. So whenever I have vacation, sir, 1 week before only I will intimate like that.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Srinivas, right? Yeah. If you don't have any questions, sir, thank you. Thanks for the day. So tomorrow, same time, 9:30. Sure.
Sir, our classes will be from Monday to Friday.
Monday to Saturday.
Only.
Monday to Saturday,
Okay.
Sagar.
And Sunday will be leave.
Sunday is holiday. Yes, off.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Because Monday to Friday office work, Monday to Saturday institute work, and I have to complete my personal work. So Saturday afternoon onwards.
Right. Got it.
And we have to recharge, right? Saturday only.
Yes.
Right. Right, sir. Take care. All the best. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
సార్ ఇది ఎన్ని రోజులు ఉంటుంది సార్ కోర్సు?
So automation testing అయితే 40 to 45 days. మాన్యువల్ టెస్టింగ్ వచ్చేసి మళ్ళీ మీకు 20 days ఉంటుంది.
ఓకే.
సో టోటల్ గా కోర్స్ వచ్చేసి 60 to 70 days.